A lot of things in the audio world, I suppose, it could stand for.
Edward.
What is this? Didn't want it to blow out my headphones. So, all right, cool. That's great. That's recording.
That's recording.
This
We
that's
got waves.
recording.
That's recording. We're good to go.
We do have waves. That's full screen.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God.
It's on.
Oh, where'd the remotes go?
For the lights, I just had them. Yeah, I just turned them off. Do you want them on? You just have to do one, I think. Yeah, and it'll do both.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we only did one. Try again.
Only did one.
Try again. Try again. Oh. Get the other remote. Now hit the
Oh,
other
hey, bro.
Doing both at the same time? Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. What is happening?
It's the son of the police. Whoop, whoop.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Anyway, so, yeah, we got that going on.
So we got some lights back there. Dude, honestly, I was looking through the settings on those today, and I think maybe for the next shooting, the reshooting, maybe we should have it just on some like random color patterns
like
going through there. I don't know. I was looking at some, dude. They're pretty cool. They're pretty.
Yeah.
They make the room look really nice. So
yeah,
it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Thinking, eating before a reaction.
Oh man,
I got like unbuttoned over
we
here,
might
bro.
fall asleep here.
Oh
God. It's not because of any of the videos. It's just because we just both had Philly cheesesteaks and they're. It's been such a day, a week, a weekend.
Dude, it's Monday.
I know, man. That's what I mean.
Shit.
Like the last 7 days, it's just been go and go and go, dude, nonstop.
Yeah.
Anyways.
By the way, so you're leaving town the 9th.
Yep.
Which is in a couple weeks.
Yep.
So here's the deal.
Yep.
Okay. Matt's going out of town.
Yep.
Me and Doobie, we're going to take over for a week. However, Doobie needs a break, and I need a break.
Yep.
So we're just going to take a break. So there's a week coming up, not the 9th through the 17th, but the following week. Okay.
Oh, we're just gonna
we'll just have some YouTube shorts come out.
That's gonna be the
our
week,
Instagram, like
that. I can post from back east too, man. Like I can make YouTube shorts from back east.
But I mean, we're still gonna have episodes when you're gone because we filmed them before
through
you
that
leave.
week. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But like the week that we don't actually, we're gonna have a week that we're not posting videos, and it's okay. Nobody died. Okay, everybody's okay.
We're just taking a week off.
We're just taking a week off.
It's literally the only week we've taken off this entire year. So
yeah,
that'll be it. Cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
That works. Excellent. Well, Ian Munsick, More Than Me, official music video.
It dropped while we were at the show.
Did it really? Oh,
literally,
because
I got the notification like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Ian Munsick dropped.
That's right. That's right.
I was like, yeah, man, he's right up there.
Cool. Well, that's all there is to it. Talk about a meteoric rise, man. I remember him coming through like a year ago and seeing photos and videos from his show. And, it was like a couple hundred people, but like you could still kind of walk right up to the stage and hang out and have a good time or whatever. Man, and come back around a year later.
Woo, packed it out.
Woo, packed house. Good for him, dude. Seriously, straight up. Good work. I'm excited to hear what he's got.
Oh, for real.
Let's get right into it, shall we?
Let's get it.
Like, comment, subscribe. Ian Munsick, More Than Me, official music video. Here we go. Wonder where it was filmed.
The organ played and we all stood up. He was sweating in his rented tux when in walked that beautiful bride in a long white dress and a smile. It's still clear as a bell right now. Her daddy cried and we sat back down. My old friend pulled his wedding vows out, took a deep breath, and he said, "You wanna know how I know we're gonna last?" He pointed at the sun shining through the one in the stained glass, and he said, "She loves him more than me, and that's why I love her. I look at her and see who hung the moon and stars above her. I don't mind second place,
That's really cool.
Where is this?
I think the shots on the inside. I don't know that they're necessarily inside the church. They show on the outside.
I feel like I've driven by this before, man.
Here's where it looks familiar.
I'm gonna check.
Okay, we're gonna do a little research here. Okay.
Lyrics.
Music scene, partnering new, and just kind of talks about him for a little bit. It doesn't necessarily say.
Doesn't say.
Huh.
Doesn't say.
I would guess that the inside shots are from remember he did that song where he got married, right? It was his wedding song.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's in the inside of the same church.
Yeah, okay.
And he filmed that in Montana.
All right. So, it could be Montana.
Now, this looks like Montana, Sheridan, like that area.
I mean, this whole, like, pretty much between here, Montana, Utah, some of Colorado, like, it kind of all looks like this in some of those areas. So, who's to actually say? But,
right.
It's got it's a really, really unique message for a song.
Yeah.
I like it. You know, setting up on wedding day and, like, coming down, and they're kind of like doing the vows thing, and he's talking to everybody. He's like, I know we're gonna last, and he's looking. I'm not one for the religious thing, but in that aspect of the song and like context of the song, like it's a.
Here's what I think is cool about the song. He references the song that I was talking about, because he says we got married. I was sweating my sweated in my rented tux. Maybe somebody sweated in it before. I don't know.
Oh, it's very, very
in my
possible.
sweated tux.
My sweated tux. I like that.
He kind of references that song, and it's kind of cool because it's like it's been a year since that song come out.
Yeah.
Or close to. Yeah. And so maybe this is their first or second year anniversary or whatever. And he put this song out, and it's kind of like, I know that we're going to continue to last because she loves Jesus more than me.
Was this? I don't remember from their wedding video. Was this did it show the church that they got married in?
It did. In fact, let's do a little research here.
Okay.
Let's look it up. If you look up Ian Munsick wedding.
So let's go here. Oh my God, I'm so good
at
this,
you guys.
Give me a second. Let me get it.
Oh
my God.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Ian Munsick wedding.
Me Against the Mountain.
That's the one.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Let's just go in there really quick. We won't.
I mean, we reacted to it once.
Yeah. I just don't want to pull any licensing or anything like that. If there is some, I think we'll
just
get
back it up just a little. Oh wait, right. Okay, so it's definitely not the same.
Okay, yeah, definitely different.
Not.
Definitely different. Okay, cool. Yeah. Just had to check. I feel like I've driven by this place before. I don't know where it's at, but I feel like maybe it's off the interstate somewhere. I don't know. Probably not. Very possible it's not. I don't know. Let's keep going.
When I went to bed, a revelation rolled through my head. Like a train, those words he said, they hit me. So I hit my knees. Lord, I want to find a woman who can love me that way. And I know she's the one when I can say she loves him more than me. And that's why I love
Dude, I gotta say, we did not get a chance to actually see him in person. Like, I couldn't actually see him performing from where we were at. But as far as a mix goes and as far as a performance goes, from where we were sitting, it sounded exactly like that. Like, I mean, his mix was really, really good.
I'm pretty sure he performed this like first or second. Because the song sounds familiar, and I think it's because he played it live.
I remember him saying, I think we were standing over at the Gaslight booth or whatever. I think I remember him saying, do you guys want to hear a song that we've never played before live ever, or whatever, for the first time ever? And that was probably it.
That was probably it, yeah.
I can't recall, you know, we were standing there talking to everybody, but it was probably it. And then I got to say, like,
that's the thing. He doesn't sound any more different this live than.
And like, dude, he has a way of moving people. Like there were people that were like in between the food trucks, like way back from the crowd and stuff, that were still just like dancing there and like having a good time. Like nobody was watching, man. Just like everybody really in the zone.
And that's the thing. The people at the food trucks can't even see him.
They couldn't. They were behind everyone. Like
they were like where we were at,
behind everything. But they were still dancing like they were right in front of him. You know, and like. It goes to show. It goes to show that he's writing good music and he's making the right moves, man. And another note about his performance: he did not skip a beat for the first 5 songs.
Yeah, I mean, it was like rolled one right into the
intro
other.
Came in and his drummer was kind of doing like this tom thing, and like had a couple guitar notes playing, things like that, and then all of a sudden he come out, how's it going, Casper? Got everybody riled up. Played the first song, then rolled right into the second song after the first one was over. It was like last note, boom, right into the next song. They started the next song, and they were in different keys. They weren't the same key, but they literally
there was one or two that were the same.
That were the same.
Like instead of ending the song on, I'm just gonna make up a chord, on a G chord like it should have, they ended it on a C.
On a C.
Okay. And then that's the starting note for the next song. Yep. So they just held that for a quick second and then into the next one.
It was beautiful, man. Yeah. Like they did not skip a beat in between their the intro. Like they kept the entire crowd just on their feet for a good amount of time. And I think he played exactly I'm talking like at 8, it was like 7:59, and when it rolled over to 8:00, all of a sudden you hear the crowd. Rah!
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
drummers started going.
Must have just walked on, dude. And and then I guess we didn't stay for the entire time. We left at like 9:10 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But I guess like right at 9:30, he was right off the stage. He played a 90-minute set and like super professional, man. Like come in, do your thing, and exactly. And it was amazing. It was good. It was a great production. Sounded awesome. Good for him, man.
I think the one thing that I like is he did, if you guys haven't heard Cowboy Killer with him and Ryan Charles. Now, here's the thing. I have an opinion of Ryan Charles that I don't share with most of the local Wyoming people. And, you know, that's fine. Like, you can work with who you work with. Still like Ian. He's a real dude. Yeah. I just don't feel the same way about Ryan Charles. But they did a song together. And I will tell you, that song is a banger, okay? It's really good. But he went ahead and took that song since Ryan Charles wasn't there to perform it. Why, I don't know. He's from here, but...
I think they're both from Sheridan, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so he was talking, like, he used that song where normally it would be Ryan Charles' part. They took and extended it, like, I don't know, 20, 40 measures, something like that. And he introduced his whole band. He let his guitar player play a solo. He let his fiddle player play a solo. He let his drum player do, like, they had the same beat, and then the drummer just went in to Feel It in the Air Tonight, and then the guitars picked it up, and then they went right back into Cowboy Killer. Like, it was crazy. But he said something during that. He's like, you know, I'm blessed to be on stage with these wonderful musicians who have, like, showed me a lot. He goes, you know, I thought I was going into this knowing what I was doing, but I learned a lot along the way. And he goes, but my goal when I moved to Nashville was to bring a part of Wyoming with me. He goes, country music needs more horses and fiddles. And he's like, Rocky Mountains, the Rocky Mountain Range is the most country place in the United States. And he knows that. He's like, I've been to every state, and I will tell you that the Rocky Mountain Range is the most country.
Yeah.
And like, I would tend to agree.
You know, I would bargain to say he's probably got a valid point there. You know, I haven't been to all of the places, but I've been to quite a few of them, and there's a certain type of Western out here that's just It's just the authentic version of it, man.
It's so different because, like, I mean, you'll go to Nashville or even North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida. You'll see people who are country. You know, they'll be raising cattle and whatever.
Oh yeah,
but,
there's
like,
not farmland and stuff. Yeah, definitely.
I think what makes it different is the people who do that same country lifestyle of living have to endure such harder elements.
I was literally
Like,
just gonna say, you're like, I think what makes it different. I was gonna be like the snow,
weather. Yeah,
just the snow and the wind.
the snow, the wind.
And that's not to say there aren't farms in places that it snows other than here, but like we do have some really
we're
harsh
talking
winters.
like during the summer it gets up to like 120 on like the worst day,
Mm-hmm.
and like -40 during the winter. Like
we've had
these ranchers out here are just get the worst of the worst.
yeah, and
Like,
still somehow manage to grow crops every year. It's amazing.
Yeah, and
man, so.
they go to their local bar all dressed up in their cowboy boots and
They get it done,
truck
man.
covered in mud and snow and everything else.
Yeah, cow
and,
shit and all. Yeah, that's how it works out here.
Man, it's I will tell you, the shouts out to Wyoming cattle farmers. Okay, like you guys are. Jesus
Dude, Wyoming
fucking
cattle
Christ.
farmers, Wyoming crop growers, you know,
Yeah.
like all those guys that have to, the dudes that have to go out there and fucking drive their tractors and get all their shit, you know, get all
Oh
their crops
God,
and shit,
dude.
and move hay barrels and barrels.
like I imagine the worst part about cutting. Here's the thing: I cut hay before, and I did it mostly in Spokane, Washington. I would take a summer job on a ranch over there, and I took care of horses and cattle and sheep, and we cut hay and alfalfa and all that. But I gotta say, I think the worst part about probably cutting hay in Wyoming is you can't do it on a windy day.
Dude, just
Like when the hell you're supposed to do it? Yeah, you just cut it and it fucking.
the thinner
it's
you
gone.
cut it, the easier it just blows away.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You just gotta wait it out. Some days that can be weeks. Some
Yeah.
weeks that can be months.
And then you got to play this game of, well, I can't leave it in the ground too long, but I have to cut it. And then
Gotta
when you
cut it.
cut it, you have to let it lay and dry.
Mhm.
And if you don't do
gotta-
that, then it ends
gotta
up getting
cure. It
moldy
gets
and
moldy,
like
yeah.
all that. So it's, and you got to get
And
a
that's just
windrower
for
and turn
that's
it
just
over.
for the shit
and,
that feeds your cows and like
Yeah.
your cattle and your horses and pigs and
Yeah.
like that. Well, you know, I'm part of it anyways. But like, yeah, crazy. Just for something
And, like-
that feeds them, you have to do all of that work.
yeah,
man.
and like, man, you can't miss a moment here. Otherwise, it's fucked. Like,
Yeah.
and storms just roll in out of fucking nowhere. Like, the weather will be like, oh, yeah, 81 degrees, partly cloudy, good to go. And then all of a sudden, I'm at work in a torrential downpour. I'm like,
Dude.
what the fuck happened?
In like no time,
Like-
you're like, oh, you kind of hear it on the roof. You're like, oh, it started raining a little bit, and literally 30 seconds
Yeah.
later, you're like, what in the fuck is going
yeah,
on
those,
out there,
those
dude?
farmers are out working on their tractor, and they go,
They can, well,
I need to put a tarp
ca-
over that.
They listen. They
Like,
listen to their cattle, dude, and the cattle start sounding weird, and they're like, "Son of a bitch, let's
about
go,
to rain.
let's
Go, go, go!"
baby, let's get him in, get him in." That was amazing, man. He's a great musician. He's had a insane,
like, career thus far.
awesome, great rise so
Yeah.
far. It seems like he's making all the right moves. He's signed. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems like it's a great move for him. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Here's the thing. We don't like what record labels do to artists, right? Typically, they give them the short end of the stick. But,
That's
you
just
know,
what it is for me. Yeah.
If you're happy with that, cool. You live your life and be happy.
There
I
was a
like
point
that.
when I was in a band that like we had a couple offers on the table for like labels that would have gotten our foot into the door to some of the bigger guys.
Yeah.
And that was kind of, you know, I was at a point where I was like, yeah, go. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll sell my music. I don't care. I'll sell it to these guys. I don't give a shit. I just want to go play in front of a bunch of people and like do the thing and tour around and just like have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
So, and that's fine. You know, there's still a part of me that wants to do that today. There probably always will be a part of me that wants to do that. So,
Yeah.
you know, there are.
The only thing is you look. Here's the thing: if you want to be sad and depressed about a dream, okay, look up artists who were signed to what they do now.
Dude, The Starting Line. Look up The Starting Line, a band called The Starting Line. I think they have like
It's
a
sad,
documentary
man.
about it. Like
It's
there's a
sad.
whole documentary about like, yeah, at one point they were making $60,000 a night on some of their shows, and then you know all of a sudden
Yeah.
now they each have to like
They
get
work
jobs,
regular jobs.
You got to
man.
go back and
Like,
get a job now. And it's
City
like,
of the week, same thing, man.
Yeah,
like,
like,
it's
crazy.
crazy. But like, you know, I'm glad for Ian. Hey, Ian, if you're still watching this at this point,
Sorry if we
I don't blame
rambled.
you if you left.
yeah,
Like,
it's all right. It's all right, dude.
if you're still here, okay, I would love to see you and Jelly Roll. Okay, you said you moved to Nashville. He's right down the road.
Hit your boy up. That would be
Hit
awesome.
up Jelly Roll. He's a super good dude. Like, I would love to hear a track with both you guys on it.
That would be sick.
That'd be so
Super sick.
Please.
That's it.
We're begging you.
That's it, man.
Anyway, well, if you guys like this episode as much as we did, I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 backwards hats.
Dude, I mean, it's our boy from Wyoming. I think
Yeah.
I think we're kind of
grandfathered
obligated.
in, bro.
Yeah, we're obligated to give him 5 out of 5.
I mean,
That's repping Wyoming.
regardless, it was worth 5 out of 5.
It was.
All
It was.
day.
But I mean, just his entire career thus far, man.
Yeah.
I think he's deserving of it regardless. So
Oh, yeah.
He nailed it, man. Good job.
Well, if you guys like this video as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Bow.